How to find a cheap property for sale. Sounds good, doesn't it? How do you find a very, very cheap property for sale and get that deal? How do you do that? Hey, I'm Paul R. Atkinson, your real estate coach. And today on this video, I'm going to show you how to find a cheap property for sale. And not only that, but I'm going to show you a technique on how to get it very quickly and then how to go out there and make that deal happen. There's some secrets to it, and I'm going to do that in this video. I'm going to show you how to do that. Before we get started, let's do some homework. Did you subscribe? You need to subscribe. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, well, click that button right now. Let me wait for you. We'll all wait for you. This is a wonderful community. Click that button, subscribe, so you can get all that we have for you. Also, look in the description of this video and take a look at my free gifts. I love to give gifts. I've got in there gifts for you on scripts. I've got gifts of my book that you can read and just get more insight on everything that you want to do in real estate. It's a lot of stuff. So take a look in the description of this video, okay? Now, how do you find a cheap house for sale? What comes to your mind? Let me tell you what have worked for me over the years. And I don't know if you know it yet, but I think it's pretty cool what I know. You use the price based off of square footage. So get a pen and write this down. You're going to use the price factor based off of square footage. It might sound a little complicated, but it's not. Let's just think about it. You want to get a deal, right? So what you need to do is target and go after the houses that have that square footage that you know is wonderful for the market value, and then get an alert on that. So you need to connect with a realtor that could give you that feed. But here's the feed. Here's what you want from that realtor. And here's how it works. When I'm saying to you about getting that feed that allows you to target the cheap houses for sale that have value, here's what you need to do. When you set that feed up, you look for the square footage. So for example, let's say a typical 3 bedrooms, 2 bath in your market area runs like 300,000, right? So because it runs at 300,000, you're able to identify something that comes in lower. So you set the search, or you have your real estate agent or realtor provide you with this feed, daily alert. The moment something becomes available on MLS, you want it in your inbox in like 2 seconds. That's the secret. So here's what you do. You get that feed from that real estate agent, or if you're a realtor, do it yourself. You get that feed that's going to provide you with, for example, let's say you tell the system, give me 3 bedroom, 2 bath, and I want a price range of like half the price of the market value, 150,000 and below. Imagine that. Or 175 and below. And when you set that up, maybe 1 or 2 pop up and they look, not interesting to you. However, you save that search and you start having the system feed you from the future days going on. So now, a few days later, maybe whatever it is, sometime in the future, you get an alert that, hey, this home that just came out on the marketplace, maybe it's a foreclosure, short sale, whatever it is, distress situation, but it was just alerted, just came on the market, 15 minutes. What do? You've got a deal, buddy. Now what you have to do is go out there and make that offer. But before you do, run quick comps. Run quick from your desktop. So you got an alert that tells you that this property is available or it just became available. Then you want to check with the county records and look in the subdivision and just kind of see what are the recent sales for this square footage and this amount of bedrooms. Oh, wow, 300, 280, 325. Ooh. And they're asking 150 or 175. Run, don't walk. Run to that deal. Get your realtor or go to the seller and present your offer. When you do your contract, don't try to beat them over the head anymore. The deal is a deal. Be the first one to get in there with the best terms, if you give them full asking price and some decent terms, wouldn't they be wanting to go with you? At that stage, why would you want to save $1? Why would you want to save $5,000? It doesn't, don't try that. Give them what they want, shut them up, get the deal done. That's how you get a cheap property that's for sale very easily. So let's just run through it one more time. You've got to set that search. When you set that search and you get alerted, once you get alerted, you have to quickly look at your comms. Come check with the county records. You don't need, if you're a realtor, you have access to the MLS. If you're not a realtor, that's okay too. You have access, we both have access to what? The county records. Check the subdivision and the county records. Look at what has been sold with the square footage and the number of bedrooms, but most of the square footage. Then you could say, wait, they're asking 150 and what has sold is above it by 100,000 or 50 or 200,000. Then you run, don't walk, run and get that agent or get that seller to look and take your contract. The contract should be for the asking price with a quick inspection. 2-3 days. Make it quick. No long inspection. Don't try to drag it out. Make it very quick. You want to propose an offer they cannot refuse. Ever heard that term before? Make that seller an offer they can't refuse. So get in there, get your inspection, get your inspector to come in, check everything out. Make sure you identify what any issues could be with that property and you get that dollar for it. And either you dump it in 3 days or you keep moving forward. Once you have identified what the cost is to repair it, then you're in pretty good shape and you could either move forward or not. When you move forward and you've got a situation where the market value is in the 300s and you're securing it for 150, 175, and you're doing some repairs for 10, 20, 30, 40,000, you've got a great margin. Amazing. But it takes patience to do this. And it takes discipline. You've got to set the system up. Isn't it interesting? Have you ever heard this before? Listen. Do me a favor, guys. Get in the comment of this video and tell me who out there have ever heard this before, because I would like to know. Let's share what our experiences are and what could help us to get cheap houses that are for sale quickly. So once again, if you've not subscribed to my channel, welcome. Subscribe right now. Click that button and don't forget to give it a like, and also look in the description of this video where you could find my gift to you on scripts, my book itself, just tools that you can use to increase your production day in and day out and grow your business. So listen, guys, I've got to run, and you know what I always like to say. What do I always like to say, guys? Let's go get 'em, Tiger. See you next time.